Today we have a Tony Yacenda.
A Tony.
I don't know if he'll like that I did that accent, but either way, he's the GOAT. He's a co-creator and director of American Vandal on Netflix. He's also directed episodes of Dave with Lil Dicky, directed some Lil Dicky music videos, and is also an Emerson alumni. That's crazy, that college debt. It's kind of worth it. He invited us to his house in Venice Beach, California, and we're going to have a good talk. He also loves Burning Man. All right, enjoy this episode.
Yeah.
Army commercial. 10-day shoot. 20K. But we'll just say regular. It's not too long days. We'll say 8-hour days.
Yeah.
Then you have to serve for 6 months.
No, because I feel like, doesn't the military pay $20,000 for 6 months of being in the military?
It's about the same, yeah.
But you're not.
It's like, I'm secretly
So
the most
might as well just
underpaid
join
guy
the
in
military,
That's a shit deal.
Look at my twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Titties out,
Burning
just
Man.
like a
That's just, is that just Zelda in real life?
is.
That's what it sounds, because it's trading.
It's not trading.
But no, it's not trade, but it's like people don't
It's
you
a
don't
gift. It's a gifting economy,
Oh.
which is, it's not a barter system.
But is it like, I'll
It's-
gift you head for a food?
You bring generosity to the playa, and the playa provides. Yeah,
Sounds like a scheme.
it is.
You get ripped off?
I love talking because I loved it so much, but you sound like such a fucking pretentious douchebag talking about Burning Man, and I love both sides of it.
Wait, you guys want
I really do want to go back.
Wait, when'd you go?
What country is that in?
2016. It's in Black Rock City, Nevada.
Okay, so it's here. It's not. I thought it was in another country.
Yeah, but it's another dimension, dude.
Okay.
Just 4chan in real life.
Is it? Like, could you compare it to Coachella, or is it like an entirely different?
Does anyone
Is
perform?
that disrespectful?
It's not a music festival.
Sure, look what you did. We're a minute
It's
into
a
this.
pop-up. No, that's the. I'm doing a character, but also it's
There's
not.
truth to
It's
it.
not Coachella.
Okay.
It's,
All right.
it's less corporate. It is like you like find people are so nice to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You find like
Love?
a different version of yourself, and it's
Amazing.
it was super cool.
Yeah.
What version did you find from yourself from Burning Man?
Somebody who really enjoyed going up to random people and just like having a conversation, and like when the assumption is we're going to be best friends because we're all like, that's just everybody's sort of like standard state in Burning Man.
Oh.
And it was a fun thing for the 5 days I was there, and then
5 days.
Days? I thought it was like a weekend thing. I didn't know it was.
oh no, I wasn't even there the whole time because I had
Yeah.
some work. But people go. There's some people who will like help build the camps, and they're there for like a month. But
And are
like
you-
it's like an 8-day thing.
Are you camping there?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Is it hot?
Yeah, it's hot and it's dirty,
Oh.
and then it's cold,
Yeah.
and
Does everyone just smell and get used to it?
Yeah. Are
yeah,
you showering there?
Kind of.
Oh.
I did a group shower.
And like,
God.
so what does that look like? What do you mean?
It was
If you get a boner, is it weird?
well,
secret cat.
actually there is like
I'm always hard.
it's like a orgy tent that I didn't dabble with. It
Could
wasn't
you
my
watch?
crowd.
Could you like just stand in there and be like, go?
No,
You
it
have to
was
pay.
like girls were allowed,
Yeah.
but like guys needed to come with a partner, I think.
Mm. Did it smell like when you pass by it?
It smell like fuck.
No, you'd have to, not when you pass by, but I'm sure it did if you went into the dome. And the people coming in and out of the dome was an interesting group.
Yeah.
Does everyone just walk out with a pink eye? Also, let's cheers to this. Thank you for
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
for coming.
yeah.
Come to the West
Appreciate
Side.
you.
Made it to
Honestly,
Venice. This GTA server.
It really is. It's like straight out of freaking Los Santos.
Are you?
Explain where we are right now.
We are in Venice Beach, California. The address is. So yeah, just go right here. If you want to meet Tony in person. Do you host things at your house often? Because you're so open to just having us
Yeah, we have people
Oh, okay.
all the time.
You burning?
We were
them?
gonna have a big Super Bowl party. Like really, that's what we got this house for. It's a Super Bowl party house. But the Eagles are in the Super Bowl, and that's my team. I've like live and die with that team.
Yeah.
In an unhealthy way.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna like be hosting a party while the Eagles are in the Super Bowl. So we're going to Philadelphia.
Okay.
But
that's insane. Yeah.
I think Dan, actually, my writing partner, is going to have his party here because his new movie, Strays, which is like a R-rated Homeward Bound with Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx and Will Forte.
That's insane.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's such a funny movie. And they have a Super Bowl commercial playing right after the Super Bowl. So he wants to get a group.
Yeah.
And
That's such a flex.
This is the Super Bowl.
For real.
Yeah, because like I saw him today when I saw Bill Burr at ELA. And I was like, just a dude. I was like, hey, look, there he is doing his thing. But like he's working like these A-lister, like because you are too. Like, was there a point where you were like, oh wow, there's fucking Lil Dicky? Well, no, you knew Lil Dicky before he was like big, right?
Yeah, after his like first, when I met him, it was the guy who I liked his YouTube videos, and I felt like he was doing something unique, and I wanted to get into music videos, but I was like a comedy guy, and I'm like, oh, this would kind of make sense with my body of work to like, I feel like I could help elevate his voice, and he's turned out to be even more of a genius than I ever could have imagined.
He's also he co-wrote Dave.
Yeah.
How many writers? Because I always see that like because they're all writers' room, but they're never credited. How many like writers were on that team?
It's a full room. There's a lot of great writers in that room.
Is anyone like white fisting with an ego in the writers' room? Like, fuck, why isn't my name the third after I wrote that joke? Is that a?
They have the unions kind of have there's gonna be like political things where like, why is this writer an upper level writer? I want to get a bump. Like, I don't know too many of the specifics of like writer's room drama. And if I did, I wouldn't talk about it on this podcast.
Hey guys, I still want to jump. I'm sorry.
But I know with Dave, it all runs through. It's Dave's show.
Yeah.
And everything you're seeing on the screen is because like either Dave thought of it or approved it or had his own version of it. And even like me as a director who comes in, and it's much different than shows I've done that I've created. I'm like generating the creative and following through with execution. On Dave, he's the guy where if I see it a certain way, I'll pitch the blocking, I'll pitch like how I see the scene, and he might go, no, I wouldn't cast that person, or I see a location more like this. He's the final say on everything, which I imagine could be a frustrating job to be an episodic director on a show where you don't believe in the creator. Yeah. But on Dave, it's cool to like, I just like have so much trust in the guy and his taste.
At first, was it like that?
Yeah. I think we've always had like a real similar sensibility, and he knows the ways in which my mind works and can make his content better. So that's why we've been working together since 2013 or something.
That's amazing,
so oh my god.
Yeah. Was it like a random like chance you guys got to work together again, or like did he bring you onto the project?
Were you guys like boys?
Yeah,
like it was like
homie.
Yeah, it was just like
I love Dave.
That's cool.
But no, I don't think it's random chance, right? Like I did that first music video, and then he's like, "Oh, you did a good job on this music video. Let's do another music video." And then we start like having that back and forth of he writes the music, he has the vision, he's the CEO, and I find my way to like be the Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
That and then on Dave, there's Jeff Schaefer. There's so many people that are so incredibly talented that it's like you can't even play the basketball analogy anymore because it's like, but then you're just like, you find your role and you find, we have a brilliant cinematographer and these actors that have like a real handle on their like season character arc. So you're coming in and you have a real sense of like story for your given episodes and can keep everybody focused on like why this scene is important and like sort of help as a storyteller with a more myopic focus. But there's so many people who are super talented working on that show. It's an
like
interesting
an organism.
experience.
Who wrote the in season 1 episode 10 where it just turns to Lil Dicky just sucking a dick?
Plan coming to fruition.
Who wrote that part? Because that part's so crazy. We're just a long song and it goes down to him about to suck a
obviously he wrote. So that was a song he played for me, and we had just talked about making that as a music video for his next album, and then it's super fun, and it was 16 minutes long. And there were some people heard it and they're like, I think it's like you're kind of making like a prison rape joke and like makes me uncomfortable. And
so funny though, dude.
And he's like, oh, maybe it is. Oh, you know what it is? It's a storyline where people feel like instead of releasing it being too controversial is the way to,
that you acknowledge
put that story out there, and it became a story point in his season because it's better for it to be something he didn't release. And
wait, so there's more to that song?
Yes, and we cut certain things out of it, but it's so funny. Right?
It's so funny, dude. Do you get to pick which episode you get to direct, like, or do you pitch like, I bet I would be the best for episode 10, or like?
No, how does do you make like treatments for it? Like, how does that work?
Because they're already written, right?
And a lot of it is just coming down to availability at this point. Where, there's like crazy cameos on this season. So like, I had a slot, and then the episodes I was going to direct changed a couple times because you're like, oh, this person is hosting SNL, so now we have to like move this episode later, and there was a lot of things like that. So
how intimidated do you get? Like, you have like an A-lister, like Kendall Jenner. You had like Kendall Jenner for the Chris Brown and Lil Dicky video, where you were like, hey, what was your direction? Like, hey, go on your bed and act like you're gonna finger yourself. Because that was like the end, right? Is that out of context? That sounds out of context, but
well, just watch the video.
Watch the video. Play a small clip right here so you don't get copyright infringement.
I'm Kendall Jenner. I got a vagina. I'm gonna explore that right now. Holy shit, I got a vagina.
Okay, so it looks like she's gonna finger herself. What's the direction? Because like there's like some out of pocketedness that you have to be like, it's funny, but you also have to explain to someone like, hey, do this.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I think that particular example is one where like she's smart enough to know like what she's heard the song already.
Yeah.
So she hears the lyrics and understands like what the visuals are going to be to some extent. And then Dave is the one who's like kind of setting it up. He's the first point of introduction. So by the time I'm interacting with Kendall, it's like, so you're going to start here and you're going to end up here and then turn around. It's
okay.
It was like kind of mechanical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't have to be
like
descriptive.
Yeah.
All right. Now I know.
This is kind of a little off topic, but like they talk about like his dick a lot in the show, how it's like mutilated. Is that like real? Like, does his dick actually look like that?
You know what? I haven't seen it, but
okay.
Lil Dicky,
I believe
hop on.
so.
Yeah.
Hypospadias is something
that's really it's
he
insane.
really has. And if he's lying about it,
Yeah.
what a weird long story.
There's more
What
power
a
to
weird
him,
bit.
but-
What if he just undersells it so like when people do see it, they're like, holy shit, this is a
would
perfect
be-
That's
penis.
real, yeah.
Perfect penis doesn't exist.
Well, that
That would
makes sense.
be-
Yeah.
If he was just like packing a hand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that'd be kind
It might be.
Yeah.
Lil Dicky, comment down below
yeah,
your real penis.
that would be incredible. If it like the end of Boogie Nights is the series finale.
That'd be sick.
Oh,
Amazing. You should pitch that if you guys aren't done filming yet.
Yeah. Wait, so back to Burning Man. So what made you go? Like, was someone like, oh, changed my life. I quit my career and followed my dreams. After Burning Man.
I had roommates that were going, and they had a camp, and they had gone a couple years. So it wasn't like now. If I went, I would just get like an RV, and it would be pretty easy. But back we had to build like a shelter and come up with all of the things.
Find
and
food.
They had sort of honed that in a little bit.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. How old are you then?
I hopped on with them. What was that? 2000. It was like
You said
2015.
Yeah.
So
When?
that was 8 years ago. I'm 34. So
Okay.
26, 25.
Okay.
Do people ever fight there? Is there ever someone that tries to become like the alpha? By
I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see a fight.
Yeah.
Turns into a dictatorship for no reason.
That's a tribe leader now because you punched an old man in the throat.
It's just like
Just dudes chilling.
really loving
I
environment.
don't know, we gotta go. Sometimes I like feel like I get into like these intrusive thoughts, you know.
Yeah.
But like I feel there, everyone's like, "Hey guys, let him go. Do this acid and fuck in the smelly tent with me."
Yeah, that's
And then you're never the same after.
everybody's experience is different. It's exactly what you need, Aldous. You'll find in the playa.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be away from the podcast for 8 months.
Never hear from you again.
I'd be a doctor.
That would be insane.
I don't know what it is insane that I'm a Burning Man shill right now.
Yeah.
That
I'm
is-
doing
Honestly.
marketing for
Yeah, you're literally
but
you're
I'm
pitching
being
it to
like
us right now.
kind of tongue in cheek. Like
Yeah.
I know how obnoxious it sounds.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to go. I just haven't heard anybody talk about it in years. I didn't even know it was like still a thing. That's kind of crazy.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
2016.
I'm pretty sure. Like, if it was happening in 2016, I'm pretty sure it's still going strong. But
Is it free or is it just like a group chat?
No, it's expensive.
wait, there's
Oh.
music though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not
a
like-
festival.
It's not you're not like this act at this stage.
Okay.
It'll be
it's just
like
things just happening.
there is like a program where you'll be like, oh, they're doing this camp. It has like bacon in the morning, and that's their gift to the playa. It's just like a camp brings a ton of bacon, and
It's kinda
2
random.
days a week they'll just spend 4 hours making bacon and just like handing it out to people. We
We're
had
just playing Sims in real life.
we had a bar.
Uh-huh.
So, there was a couple hours a week where anybody at Burning Man could come and drink our booze and like enjoy our
Does
bar
Burning Man
setup.
pay for that, or do you guys bring like all your alcohol?
you bring your gift to the playa.
Oh damn.
And then the playa provides.
Okay.
You brought booze?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's free. Like you're handing out the
Yeah.
thing for
We
free?
also brought a ton of like trash bags as we were leaving, and that was like we went around on the last day like, does anybody need any trash bags? And they'd be like, thank you.
That's amazing.
Is there
That
ever someone
actually
that
sounds
brings
kinda beautiful.
something like dumb, like, oh, why'd you bring 100 mittens? No one wants mittens.
I would take
Yeah.
take your mittens, or I would say no, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Some people brought.
Am I too negative to be there? Sometimes I'm like,
No, it would turn you around.
I should go.
dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
change you.
So like, if someone goes there, it's always love, like no matter what.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's people who are like, I went to Burning Man, it fucking sucked. But for me,
No, but like if a guest comes in, like some visitor, like it's always like acceptance. Like if like
yeah.
hypothetically Bill Cosby came, would they just be like, come here, Bill? Like, hang out. We love you still.
All right.
Come burn this man with us, Mr. Cosby.
I don't know. I don't have the data there. I imagine they would receive Bill Cosby. I would hope they would receive
It's all
Bill
forgiven.
Cosby differently than they received 26-year-old Tony Yacenda.
Would you say that was like a turning point in your life? Is there a before Tony Yacenda Burning Man and an after Tony Yacenda? Oh, it's not like that.
It was just like one of the coolest weeks of my. But I don't.
Dude,
I
we
don't think
have
it like changed me as a person.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I feel like you never see anything on social media like, I'm at Burning Man. It's like, because it's like no technology, right? Or it's just,
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have like services. I think there is now,
oh,
and there is. I think there is more of like a influencer thing going, and
Yeah.
there's always like a sentiment of, oh, it's getting too corporate, and there's like
there's DoorDash stickers everywhere.
you know,
Yeah, literally.
Diplo was just taking his private jet right to like the Reno airport and helicoptering into Black Rock City or whatever, and they're like, that's not the spirit of Burning Man. And
Burning Man's been around for like since like the 60s or the 70s, right? Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
I should, if I'm gonna be
it's an obnoxious. I don't mean to put you on the hot seat or anything. Like, yeah.
But who thought about that? Like, hey guys, let's go to that hot desert.
Well, like hold on, do they actually burn?
They burn
a man, right? Like a wood man.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool, like visual.
That's really dope.
Show.
Yeah,
fireworks.
Yeah. Is the man just burning the whole time?
He's just screaming
at the end.
It's like an actual dude. Like,
there's the burning. They burn the man, and then they burn the temple on different nights.
Okay.
And the temple's more of like a spiritual.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds very spiritual.
And the burning of the man is like the festival.
Yeah. That's crazy.
What do people just have their arms crossed and like, this is cool? Or do people like dance? Do they play music? Like, or do they just enjoy the warmth?
Yeah,
you're getting very deep into this.
Yeah, because I'm trying to wonder like because like it sounds cool logistically, but like the day to day of Burning Man, I'm just like, I'm sticky and sweaty and I have 20 mittens.
It's just the vibes, man. Like
we gotta go.
Get it. You just don't.
That's
get
true.
it.
Because I go camping, I have a mosquito bite. I'm like, this is the worst weekend ever.
Yeah.
Am I? I think.
Yeah.
No, I love camping. I think I'd love it, but I don't think I would do the 5 days.
But if you were like, oh man, I got a bug bite and I forgot to bring bug spray. You should bring bug spray if you go to Burning Man. But if you forget and you ask the person in the camp next to you, they'll be like, you know what? Ask that camp over there. And somebody will like, does anybody have bug spray? And somebody will like, they'll be like, we need to get Aldous his bug spray.
Oh, that's wholesome.
It's
like
cool.
The music stops and everything. Like
record scratch. Fix this man.
Like we were during the burning the guy in front of me was like, does anybody have a Sharpie? And then he was like, no, Sharpie. Do you have a Sharpie? Do you have it? And it just like trickled out through the crowd. And then somebody like 75 yards away was like, I got a Sharpie. Who needs a Sharpie? And the guy, me. And then they just handed it.
That's amazing.
That's so cool. I should go.
For honestly.
What's the coolest thing you got at Burning Man? Like, wow. A treadmill?
Anybody got a pregnancy test?
That says negative?
Some people from the town who were just like, it comes, and they made like little like necklaces.
Oh, okay.
And she just had like a bag of necklaces that she had made for that week. I'm like, that's so cool that like people come to your town or, you know, the desert right outside of your town, and you drive the 10 minutes and then you give out your necklaces and stuff. I thought that was cool.
That's wholesome.
Amazing, yeah.
So is everyone just there like were you on acid when you were doing it?
I think it did acid at some point.
Oh, okay. What is that? I'm scared to do it because it's like I heard if you take it and you have some schizophrenia in you, it'll activate it.
Huh.
Yeah.
So I'm just too scared to do it.
Well, just like mental
if you
illness
take
in
too
general.
much of anything, it's gonna.
But it's like there's like studies that show it does like well, there's a thing that says like there's like studies that show like if you ever get schizophrenia, it's like your brain was always hardwired to get it, but it just onsets like the symptoms like sooner.
Oh, so I have nothing
like
to lose. Okay, I'll take it tomorrow then.
Yeah, you're good.
That's fucking.
It's not gonna give it to you. It's gonna just make it worse.
Have you had like a bad trip on acid?
No.
What's your best trip on acid?
I
rode American Vandal.
Camping at. Yeah, like mushrooms is the one that like I threw up doing mushrooms, and I don't.
Was it like way later, or like you took it like within the hour, like you threw up?
It was. I don't really remember. It was, and I do like. I see the appeal, but it just doesn't agree with me.
Yeah, I know. But that's like a pretty normal thing for people to like to get sick from it.
I mean, they're all poisons, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But
have you done
poison?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Delicious poison.
It's very good. This ice cube, when you brought the ice cube, I'm like, it's one of those like iceberg type ice cubes. I'm like, this man's made it.
Bro, this man knows what he's doing.
Do you think you've made it?
Yeah.
What was the point where you're like, all right, we're here?
I don't know. I've always been, there's like, Dave is a person who is just constantly like it's all about the climb to being like, it's bigger and better. And for me, I was able to make a show that people liked, and maybe it wasn't for everybody, but I'm doing that, and I'm doing music videos, and like I would love to do a feature. Like that's when maybe I'll feel like I've really made it. But even then, it's like I don't need to make Star Wars. I mean, like if I could do a fun indie that resonates with me, like I'm kind of doing what I want to do, and it's almost scary to like, you know, I hope I can continue to do it for a long period of time, as opposed to like now I want to take over the world. I want to direct Star Wars. No, I want to continue making these shows that are in my voice and make me laugh, and maybe doing it with a little bit more frequency.
Yeah.
That would be nice. But
have you always felt that way though? Like with that contentness, or like was it like a journey to like kind of get there? Like were you ever like fighting yourself, feeling like I'm not doing enough?
Yeah, if you were like the tortured artist phase.
I wasn't. There was some periods of resentment where I'm like, God, I can't. What I've done these videos that have done really well online, and I feel like I'm struggling to make rent, and my portfolio compares favorably to people who are getting like commercial gigs and stuff, and maybe there's a bit of jealousy there. But I always like when we were struggling and just like making sketches out of our house in the valley, like I always had a sense that like no matter what happens, like I will look back fondly on these days, and I really, those were the best times.
Oh, we're in the best times, guys. Hell yeah.
Doesn't fucking feel like it.
God, I'm hungry.
It does. I mean, just talk to your friends who are making more than you as like as an accountant or you know, software engineer or whatever like legitimate job they're doing, and it's like when those friends would visit me in our house in the valley and sleep on our couch, they would have like that would be their best week of the year, because they would just say, all right, now they're shooting a sketch out in the backyard, and you know, day hands recording some music, and they're like writing this feature, and it was like there was an energy that was chaotic, and so much of the content we were making was like bad, some of it was good, and there's something like invigorating about that. So I was always like I guess like able to smell the roses.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
That's cool. Dang, we're bad at that, dude. No, I think you're good at that.
I feel like I'm getting there, but I feel like it's definitely been like a journey of just kind of like hating myself a little bit.
Yeah. Did you ever have that? Like,
once you graduate?
I graduated in 2016. I graduated high school in 2016, and then I mean I never really finished college.
Gotcha.
It's kind of complicated. But
2016. Yeah, you got a couple more years before you're allowed to be jaded.
I feel like
How many years we got? How many years?
I think if you're like really bitter about the industry before you're 25, like relax.
I know, I'm so excited. It's fun. I fuck around sometimes. I feel like I have a week, and I'm like, and really, what am I doing?
Somebody said like you'll start seeing like your friends when you start like turning 30 is when, oh, this guy booked this show, and now this guy is in this writer's room, or you know, she's now an executive at this, and it starts hitting.
It's just picking up
when you're like turning 30, and I saw that to be true. But 25 is like when you're, I've been doing this for 4 years and nothing's happened. That's when it starts.
Right after college, did you have a day job, or were you just freelancing?
Yeah, right after college, I was a PA on The Lincoln Lawyer, which was a Matthew McConaughey movie.
Oh, cool.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
and I would do like freelance editing gigs, and then some commercial like PA work and stuff like that, and then started the sketches we were doing started doing well on like YouTube and Reddit, and then I was able to like direct for College Humor and Funny or Die, and then
And how old were you like when that started happening?
I think like 24 or 25.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
You gotta fucking submit, dude. What the hell?
Industry change, like
Yeah.
it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
Those
with the internet now, it's like it's
Nobody's
entirely
paying
different. Yeah, it's an entirely
that
different
money
ballgame.
for-
TikTok's
Yeah.
paying. I know
Yeah.
friends that are just living off TikTok money. That's crazy.
It's insane. I feel like some of the quality.
but
is
you're
there, though.
producing your own stuff. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you need. It's the following that has
Yeah.
value, and not the. I don't know.
Yeah.
How often were
can't
you
even
pumping out sketches? Was it mainly with Dan Peralt?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
and not that frequently. So it was. We had a high batting average, but we didn't have like a following of like. Hey, we're interested in this band. It wasn't all of our. They kind of like independently rose to like the front page of Reddit and stuff, and then it was until you like clicked on the YouTube channel, you're like, oh, I've seen all of these videos. That like that's when the people from College Humor kind of realized like, hey, these guys are doing interesting stuff.
How did you land American Vandal? Because that's 2016. So it was
Yeah.
probably like, how old were you? You were like 28 around that time?
27, 20,
Yeah, when you landed that?
Wow.
That's crazy.
28. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that when
Dang,
you?
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the industry was in this like very weird place where there was all of this like there was this bubble of premium digital content where like there was this company called Verizon Go 90 that was spending like they'd give you $1 million to make a 10 episode web series, and like YouTube Red had full screen, super deluxe. Like there were these companies that were really trying to make it in like premium web content before they realized that was like a terrible business model. But because of that, we were like a shoe-in because it was like a fresh idea. I had been doing all these like Lil Dicky videos that were like really relevant at the time. We had like a pretty deep catalog of like successful viral videos. So we were exactly what they were looking for in this digital space. So when we were pitching to networks and streamers this show about true crime, which was like this burgeoning thing, there was so many things working in our favor. But normally you would give us like, all right, we like the idea, maybe we'll give you like some money to write a script or something, and then never make it. But we had this additional leverage because we're like, I don't want your script deal. Like we'll go make it for Verizon Go 90 before we'll just like write a draft for you. So it like we pitched it around town. And it was like a tight, fun pitch, and got a bunch of offers. And then Netflix came back and they're like, okay, we're not gonna greenlight a show based on a 20-minute pitch. Like, can you walk us through the first season? So we did like a pitch that was like an hour and a half where we walked them through like the 8 episodes of the show.
Did you guys have it like somewhat fleshed out by that point though, or were you still? Like,
Yeah, we did. The major beats, a lot of it changed because we did go to a writer's room and we had like a lot of great writers and a brilliant showrunner, and it really took a different shape after the pitch. But basically the arc of who drew the dicks and all of like the mechanics of how we get there. The major pieces were all in place for that Netflix pitch.
Were you happy like with like the end product of it?
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah,
It's so
it's one of my favorite shows of all time.
so good, dude.
I feel like, but the ending though, like, did he do it? or is that just like it's supposed to be like open ended?
No, he didn't do it.
He didn't. Okay, so
The ball hairs.
but I feel like it's the way you guys set it up at the end with him drawing it in her driveway. Like,
Oh, he did.
What was his intention of doing it in the driveway then? Just to be a dick?
It was because if everybody's telling you what you are,
Yeah,
and
live up to it. Yeah,
then fucking, what are you gonna do if that? You might as well, right?
Yeah.
Like fuck Miss Shapiro.
okay, I get that. Yeah. So what was it? The girl
Yeah,
from Dog with a Blog?
yeah.
Deep cut.
Well,
Yeah, no, that's literally one of my favorite shows of all time. It definitely got me on fire for film and stuff. So
Did that.
she's a really good actress who play. She has some creepy fans online.
for real,
I remember when the trailer was released, somebody I was looking for everything and somebody was like a big fan of hers, and they're like, I bet G did it because she's a naughty girl. I'm like, oh my god, that's so creepy, and they're right. They were the first people to predict it. It's like this fucking
When the villain's right.
creepy.
bro, that's so weird.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
How
man.
many no's did you get from American Vandal until you landed it?
Not a lot.
That's
Like it was.
Well, I felt you had
That's
a lot of
crazy.
things just like line up perfectly for it, right?
That's
Like,
so
Yeah, once you get a no,
Yeah.
the town sniffs a no, and it loses momentum. It really has to be like you pitch it and somebody comes up with a script offer. Somebody else comes up with a bigger script offer. Somebody's coming with a pilot offer. And then they hear oh, everybody's bidding on this pitch. And we were going into the rooms not that scared because we didn't really think we had a shot. We just wanted to
just see how.
we wanted to impress some people. We wanted to be memorable. Then we'll go make the show for Verizon Go 90.
Oh, wow.
But we'll have impressed some executives that we can make a show with them in a couple of years. So our pitch was really weird and unconventional. We had pitched other shows in the past, and we kind of played it just to get on the fairway, they told us you pitch the log line and then the world, the setting, and then your characters and your pilot, and they have the sort of criteria of how a pitch should go, and we're wouldn't it be fun if we did this in the pitch, or you did this in character, and no, we should be professional and do pitches the way they tell you to do pitches. And then for Vandal, we just went and I talked about it kind of philosophically on a higher level, how we would, but Dan, my writing partner, was sliding over a case file, so and if you see the whiteboard dicks and the parking lot dicks are a completely different dick shape, and it was sort of an interact. He was talking about it like it was a real documentary, and it was just a
was
weird
fucking
pitch in that
genius,
way.
yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
I think when you're not playing scared, you're gonna.
Yeah,
They
you
hear
just
so
have the
many
confidence.
pitches,
Yeah.
so go in to be as entertaining as you can. And not in a smoke and mirrors type way where you're doing a dog and pony show just to make it feel in theory they should be laughing at your pitch the way they would be laughing watching your show.
Yeah.
As opposed to just it being too academic and trying to explain this is why you won't laugh when you're watching episode 3,
Was your first choice Netflix? Or if Hulu offered way more, would you have went for more of the money, or more of the brand?
Netflix was perfect because it was Making a Murderer had just come out on that network.
Yeah.
So it was just such a easy point of reference for people to hop over from watching these true crime series that I loved.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But
What if someone offered you all that money, but it was Crackle?
yeah.
Would you have done it?
Offered you Crackle?
You know that there was like I remember on like Xbox 360 and PS3, like you want a free streaming service with 10-minute ads.
Oh my god.
Here,
Okay.
would you have done it on there?
I mean, I was gonna do it on Verizon Go 90.
Because I don't. Oh, that's true. Because I don't know what Verizon Go 90 is.
Yeah.
I don't know
Is it? Are they still a thing?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
They
Good.
call it,
I don't wanna lose
they
any
call it
jobs.
Go 90 because like you have Verizon and then you have this app and they call it Go 90 because you like you have your phone,
Oh,
you go
I
90 degrees to watch something.
Oh my god.
How long did that last? Because yeah, that was the main thing. Is like people want to
It
watch
was-
more on their phone
It
than.
was for a while, like 3 years.
Wow, okay.
And they were putting in millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they got like good people to do like shows for their platform, and they made some good stuff, but nobody knew it existed because it was just like these huge tech companies had more dollars and cents.
Yeah.
It was like the precursor to Quibi,
Yeah.
Oh.
which is everybody was trying to figure out how you guys are going to watch content, your generation.
It's TikTok. I think it's TikTok.
Yeah. Everything's changing.
I know.
Are you on a TikTok?
I deleted it off my phone, but I do like I understand how the algorithm.
Yeah.
Because every time like I go, yeah, the algorithm's so good. Because every time I open them, like beautiful angels. All right, I gotta get out of it. Because like it's an easy like.
It's just dangerous.
I didn't know that's how it works. Because I'm like, guys, you guys always get like hot girls. on
I
your-
know.
and
And you
they're
have to be like, I don't, not interested. But they
I'm
know
not
you're
gay, so I
interested.
gotta. No, I am interested. I don't like it. I'm not gay.
I don't like what it says about myself. But there are certain things where, like, I never watched that. Do you know who Andy Milonakis is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny, right?
Milonakis show.
And I knew people really liked him, but I never like watched the show. And then
Yeah.
TikTok was like, "Hey, you think Andy Milonakis is funny?" Like, damn, you're right, I do. Or I thought I hated Steve Harvey because I saw some shit on Reddit where I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this guy sucks."
Yeah.
And then TikTok's like, "Nah, you love."
It's like all his
I do.
motivational stuff.
I
like,
love this guy. Steve Harvey's so funny.
I love that man too. Like, he's great.
And there's things but then there's things it's showing me that I'm like, I don't like this about myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Watch porn on my phone.
Did you see that thing that Andrew Schultz said? It was entirely fake, but he went on this
yeah.
whole rant, and he was just talking about how like in China, like the algorithm rewards you for like looking at like engineering stuff and just creating like good things, and then here in America, like it rewards you for like just doing stupid shit like dances and stuff. And it's like he made this whole thing saying like, oh, like, you know, like that's the reason like they're winning is because like they're rewarding their kids like for doing shit that's gonna like improve their society instead of like what we're at now. But it was fake. But it, like literally all these like news like stations like picked up that clip of him saying that, and they were all pushing that. They're like, oh my god, like they're like China's doing this to us, like, you know, like they're trying to fuck us over. And it's like, dude, it's like that's what your kids are watching. It's like it's on them, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's what your kids are feeding into. Like it has nothing to do.
Well,
with
it's all
that.
the social media,
Yeah.
like Facebook and Twitter. It's all like machine learning.
Yeah, literally,
what we're engaging
Yeah.
with and the stuff we engage
It's fucking
with.
scary.
Is,
Yeah.
you know, when we were before I made American Vandal, I was doing the internal videos for Netflix.
What does
so
that
I would,
mean?
like it'd be like, this is what the marketing department is doing of Q3 2014 or something like that. So I would like talk to the executives and stuff, and I was like, man, they are going to take over the world because they just understood that like we want to tell the machines what we like, but they know what you like more than you know. Like there used to be, you could rate a movie 1 to 5 stars, and that would like influence your recommendations. And then at some point they're like, you don't tell us what you like. We know what you like. Because even though you rated Shawshank Redemption 5 stars and, you know, Too Hot to Handle 1 star, like we know your viewing habits and how often you're pausing and all of that. So we're going to put that in your feed, and it's just about engagement and it's machine learning, knowing what people are going to engage with. So it's just it's more rapid when it's 15-second videos on TikTok. They learn
like
your
real time,
habits quicker. And
Do you limit your social media use?
Not as much as I should.
Yeah.
It's it's scary. I mean, so much of the like American Vandal is a show about social media, and Players was a show about social media. Like I think I can't be Amish and make shows about like modern society like I want to.
Wait, you're Amish, or is that just a saying?
No,
That was a sentence. That wasn't even.
if I could get rid of my phone and like just have like a flip phone and stuff.
Okay. I was like, no way, this dude's Amish. I was like,
Oh no, Tony! I don't know if you're on.
I'm the worst Amish.
Coming clean with the worst Amish person.
so yeah, what were you saying?
I feel like I'd be more productive if I got rid of my phone.
Yeah.
But then you need it for
literally.
You need it for
it's
emails.
impossible.
You need it to be.
Yeah, it's impossible.
We
to
wouldn't
get
have gotten
100%
you on
away
this
from
show if you weren't on Instagram.
Yeah, literally.
So- but now you can delete it. It's cool.
Yeah, you're good.
That's true. Is that how this was an Instagram DM?
Yeah.
It has been working. Yeah, it has been working through Instagram DMs or just in person.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you play a part in American Vandal season 2?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Like so, I'm so you were still like on board for that. Like that wasn't like you didn't hand that off to anybody.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
That was.
Is there any hope for a season 3?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, okay,
what
but I'm
could
saying, but like, there's no talks or anything right now about it. Like,
There's always talks.
okay.
But I wouldn't say it's likely, but we do have a great third season that we believe would be
It's amazing.
the best one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's so much that
I feel that.
we could do.
Yeah.
How far do you write? That's like when you guys are pitching a show, do you guys already have like 3 seasons on deck ready? Or is it like after one season ends, we'll write the next season? And
I came up with the premise for season 2 like in post of season 1, and the premise of season 3 in the writer's room of season 2.
Okay.
But each time we're like, I don't know how much of a future this show has. And then once it hits you, like when we came up with the season 3 idea, this is it's everything. It's the best elements of the show. It says something really interesting about society, but it's also like so stupid and funny. So I don't know.
there was this one, it's just a weird question. Like, this is weird. So there was one on the first episode, season 1. It was when he was delivering just like DoorDash. There was one take where he just delivered and then he had fun and just hopped over the 3 stairs. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Was that a note or you're like, hey, play with it for this take?
No, Jimmy is a genius. He's plays the physicality and stuff.
Fun.
That's all him.
Yeah.
We give him the situation. And
Do you let people riff often when you direct?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Sick.
big time.
Have you seen Real Bros of Simi Valley?
Yeah, it's so good.
So good.
What are you watching right now?
He's really talented.
You watch Sex Education?
Oh, it shows so
No.
That was like my favorite
So
show.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Paul T. Goldman on Peacock.
Oh,
I don't think I've
Check
heard
it out. It's really interesting.
What's it about?
It's about this. Watch it. Paul T. Goldman.
Okay.
Have you watched a Serbian film?
A Serbian film?
Do you know that film?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It's okay.
It's not a good. Do you know the plot of it?
Well, Dylan, he had a visceral reaction to a Serbian film.
No.
Well, you could give you could do that same like premise thing you did with Nick if you want.
Oh, I said it in another episode.
Yeah, he said it.
I think this will be the 3rd episode.
Wow. Okay. Because I feel like I make stuff. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
crazy. But I watch this and I'm like, this didn't need to be made.
Yeah.
It was like there was. So it's like this ex porn star wants to get back in the business because he needs money, And then so this one porn company is like, hey, we'll give you all this money if you just do all these challenges. And then so the first challenge he gets is like, hey, take these drugs while you're fucking this person. He's like, oh, no biggie. He takes the drugs and he starts fucking the person. Then the drug hits and then he gets really aggressive. He rips the person's head off and then he just continues fucking them and then finishes. And then there's like 4 other beats like that where it just goes crazier. Can I spoil the ending?
Sure.
Okay. So the ending is like, oh, you want to get out of this porn business? All right. You and this masked man fuck these 2 bodies under this blanket. And then so they fuck these 2 bodies under a blanket. They finish the mask. So they take off the blanket. Ends up he's fucking his 7-year-old son. And then the person next to him is fucking his wife. And the masked man takes his mask off. And that's his brother. And I'm like, God,
That's so tough.
is that cinema? Isn't that crazy?
I think it is. I think it made you feel emotion, right?
It made me feel something, but I don't know if it was art. It was more like let's commit a 3-month shoot to this intrusive thought.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? I don't know if there was a response, but
I'm surprised somebody funded that.
yeah, because the whole time I'm like, why? This was shot on an Alexa. It was shot on an Alexa, and then they had to hire a DIT to unload this footage every day.
It's Serbia, dude. Like they have different values.
I know nothing about Serbia other than that 90-minute film.
Well, it's called a Serbian.
It's called a Serbian film.
And it is legitimately a Serbian film.
Legit, yeah, it's legit Serbian film.
Interesting.
We should do an American film. We should do a spin-off. Would you direct
Just
that?
American Pie 7, like. Actually, we'll let's transition to our next segment.
Wait, one last thing. Have you made any sketch from your past where you're like, "Ooh, this is too much. We need to delete this."
Like it didn't age well.
It didn't age well.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, mostly in terms of like quality and like comic sensibilities, where comedy doesn't age as well as like a lot of other genres.
Yeah.
Like look at stand up.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate like Pryor but
He's not quoted like now like that.
Yeah.
it's you like I'm not like laughing out loud watching an old like I respect it. Like look at Carlin.
Yeah.
Where Carlin's best specials are when he's like 75 years old at the end of his career. Like those are the funniest specials.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because comedy it's because
Our net worth. I'm smacked it, Mr. Yacenda.
it's because comedy evolves so rapidly and sensibilities change so quickly that like imagine the Beatles making their best stuff when they're like 70 years old. It's not happening. Like in music or most artists, like when they're young and innovative is when they're changing things. But a guy like Carlin who's smart enough to like evolve with the times is the albums that have aged the best are the ones that are just like most recent to us because comedy moves with the culture. So that's a long-winded and like definitely overstating like our shitty comedy shorts from 10 years, but it's not all like, oh man, we shouldn't have made this joke because it's like it's not woke enough. I'm sure there's like stuff like that too, but it's more just like, oh, it's not that funny anymore.
Yeah,
I remember.
It is.
Did you guys hear about Dan Harmon's like old sketch?
Oh,
Did you guys hear about it?
No, what is
Did you
that?
hear about
baby
it?
one?
The baby one?
It was a baby. It was crazy.
Oh,
it was. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. All right. I still want to work with you, Mr.
Why, did you bring this up like a while back? Like
I don't
a year
know.
Ago?
I forgot.
It's old though, right?
It's
kinda
old. Yeah, it's
Okay,
old because he got like a recancel for it, but it was like 2006. I don't know, but it was basically. I think he has like a time travel machine, and then it's like Hitler, and then he goes back in time, and I think he rapes baby Hitler, and then he actually, there's actually just a clip of him going back in time, and then he sees like a baby doll, and then there's actually a footage of him raping baby. I think it's baby Hitler. I think I'm winging it. I also think I'm drinking this whiskey on an empty stomach. But Yeah, because I'm like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. But I feel like there's stuff like that where it's like it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like even then that was cancelable. Like, so
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
it's like,
But I appreciate though when people go too far because then they try to bring it back. Like Childish Gambino's old sketches, like it's like, whoa, that's crazy. He did that, but then he like fine tuned it and then came back, and I feel like that's what made him so like multifaceted, and he's willing to like do everything. Oh no, I appreciate that more than people like saying like, oh, the line's there, let's take 10 steps back.
yeah, I feel like
So,
yeah,
like-
It's like
100%.
that kid in class who asked the question that is like kind of dumb, but
Yeah.
like he learned from it. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, can we rape babies? No, the answer is no.
That's wild.
Don't take that out of context. Sorry, everyone.
They're gonna clip that now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to our next segment. Sorry. Okay. So we have a new segment for you brought to you by a really, really, really big fan of the show, John Barracuda. This segment is Would You Direct This?
All right.
All right. So I'm just gonna like lay the foundation for you. So like, so you're fresh
Who's
out of
John
college.
Barracuda?
He's a huge fan.
Yeah.
We'll show you a picture of him later.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
We'll have you sign something too.
Great.
An NDA. All right.
All right, so
guy.
you're fresh out of college and you're looking for work. You're looking to direct things, and let's just like we're gonna throw out a bunch of just like different scenarios for you. But every single one of these scenarios pays you $20,000 for the day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, $20,000. Keep that in mind. Let's just it can be a 4-hour shoot,
Yeah.
but we just
20K.
want to know if you would actually direct it.
Okay.
All right. So the first one,
Good game.
yeah, it's a great game, but this first one's gonna make you mad.
Okay.
All right. So just in general, like, how do you feel about shooting porn?
I mean, I don't know.
20K.
I don't think I have a real aptitude for it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I
okay.
like have done like whenever there's been nudity, it's
Yeah. It's like awkward.
yeah, it's a little bit awkward, but $20K right
Yeah,
out of college.
20K. 4-hour shoot for the day.
Yeah.
You would do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's a catch.
$20K, that was like
Yeah, it's insane. You would be good.
My,
You would
my
be
whole
good.
year.
Yeah. All right, but there's a catch to this one.
Okay.
The 2 stars of the porn are your aunt and uncle.
Yeah, no.
20K.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a new like. Oh,
I love my
God.
fam. I'm a real family guy.
Okay, I get
so-
that. Yeah. Okay, so next one.
Okay. 6ix9ine music video, 2-day shoot, and you have no say in the concept.
What, 6, 8,
6ix9ine, you know the
yeah.
rapper? Yeah.
and
You have no say in the concept, and it's a 2-day, 18-hour day shoots.
20K? Right at it? Yeah, for sure. I'd
Okay.
do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Army commercial. 10-day shoot. 20K. But
10-day shoot.
10-day shoot. It's not that bad. We'll
Yeah.
just say regular. It's not too long days. We'll say 8-hour days.
Yeah.
Then you have to serve for 6 months.
I don't have enough integrity to say no to the directing
Yeah.
component, but I'm too much of a coward to.
100%.
Serve.
Okay, well, let's just say you wouldn't go front lines or anything, but
Oh
you would still have to go through boot camp.
no, because I feel like doesn't the military pay $20,000 for 6 months of being in the military?
It's about the same, yeah.
But you're not.
It's like I'm secretly
So
the most
might as well just
underpaid
join the
guy in
military.
That's a shit deal.
Just asking.
Come on, we're trying to pick your brain. Like,
Okay, it's a feature film written by Aaron Sorkin, 20-day shoot, but you have to film on like a VHS camera that works half the time, and everyone thinks it was your decision to film on VHS.
Ooh. And it's Aaron Sorkin.
It's Aaron Sorkin. It's the king.
Yeah, no.
Ah,
That's like the least. I'd rather fuck. I would not rather fuck my uncle.
what the hell? That wasn't a question.
I'd rather film. That's like. There's nothing scarier than like, all right, now you have like these studio executives and everybody's like, they gave this fucking film school kid a Aaron Sorkin movie, and there'd be so much. And if like the narrative is that I chose to shoot on this malfunctioning VHS camera, I'd pick another career.
Went out with a bang.
all right, all right. So you shoot Iron Man, the original Iron Man.
Which, by the way, my cousin John was college roommates with the art director of Iron Man in 2000. I was in high school, and he knew I was really into film, and I got to fly out to California and see like the sets of Iron Man.
Whoa.
The original one?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Damn.
it was
I've
really
actually-
cool.
I've always had a question. So like, there's like a big thing where they say that like a lot of it was improvised.
Oh, they did? I
Yeah,
didn't
you
know that.
didn't hear about that?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so it's like as like they were writing the script as they were going. But I'm like, but how does that work? I'm like, you have all these people that are coming to set to work. You have like all these locations. So like, how much of it could really like is what like only the lines are improvised?
I would imagine.
Yeah, like,
that,
there has to be, like,
you
somewhat
can't
of a
change
con-
like locations.
Exactly, so there has to be, like, somewhat of a
"Actually, this
concrete
takes
story,
place
yeah."
during a car chase.
Yeah, so like yeah,
you
so
can't,
like
but
I
you
wanted to
can
know
have-
more about that.
If dialogue isn't feeling
Yeah.
quite right, you're like, oh, we have to get to this story point in
Mhm.
another way. You go to a trailer, and
Yeah.
you're like, what if you say this, and
Yeah.
then you come into the room, and
Yeah.
I like. You have the major beats, and
Yeah.
you can also.
That's what I was
often
thinking.
work
But
with
like
those.
they play it as if like they came up with all of it just like on the fly, and I'm like, I don't think it works like that. Like, that's like, it
There
doesn't
is
seem fair.
there's a constant like back and forth where the actors will be like, we came up with all of it, and the writers are like, no, you fucking did and for a lot of my shows I'm on both, like
Yeah.
in the writer's room coming up with all of these like carefully manufactured like story beats and turning points, and then I'm on set with the actors being like, don't worry about the words, like let's fucking figure out what feels honest in the moment.
Yeah.
And it's true for both of them, wherever you're standing. Like if you're an actor, it's like, we would just throw it out and make it up, and they're like, yeah, but you're making it up
Like on
with
the
the
back of somebody
scaffolding,
else,
like
yeah.
this like very carefully architected scaffolding
Yeah.
of this like this sound story
Yeah,
you're building
that's right,
around.
yeah.
So
That's a great perspective. I say. Oh, so at least like to go back to fucking Iron Man. So you direct Iron Man.
oh yeah,
And you get, so let's add a little more context. You're going to get all the praise. You're going to get all the opportunities that Jon Favreau got after that. So let's say like you're going to be able to direct Star Wars, like you were just talking about. But the whole time you're shooting, it's like 30 days, you have to wear the Iron Man suit.
oh,
So you're
I
getting
do
to set
hate-
6 hours early to put that suit on. And then you got to say 3 hours after to take the suit off.
It's not a prop, like it's
Yeah.
metal.
And you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to pay you $6 million for directing that. Like we're going to bump that up. We're going to bump the 20K up to $6 million.
Yeah, I would.
You would do it. You got to put the suit on every day.
I know. I'd
Back to
like to
back.
think.
You can't pee in the suit either. Like you got to take it off.
No, I'd like to think I have
Yeah.
the discipline
Yeah.
to like. You wanted me in the army 5 minutes ago.
And you said no. Like
You'd have to like wear all of that shit and be in the desert.
Yeah.
And that would like suck for real.
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
So I'll do.
yeah. I think I would do it.
It'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it'd be
I
worth
ain't
it.
no bitch.
Yeah, that's an amazing movie too.
But I
like,
am.
No,
if
you
you
are-
like,
yeah, 100%.
actually want me to like
Yeah.
enlist and serve.
yeah, I feel that 100%.
Two more.
Okay.
Okay. So a 20-day shoot, the name's not attached, Taliban beheading video.
Yeah, I'll say no to that.
Okay, just
20 days.
20 days. Yeah, they have some people on the list.
A Taliban beheading video.
Yeah, but you could like be like, oh, I want some strobe lights for this one. Oh, we could do a POV video.
What are you talking about? All this.
Hey, my writer wrote it. I'm not. Don't kill the messenger.
This
I'm
isn't
just,
me.
This isn't me, dude. Don't get mad at me.
Strobe lights. You're fucked up.
Hey, man, I just following the script. I'm just following the script.
No.
Okay, but like, what if it was like? Okay, Jared, go.
All right, you can have your dream directing career. Like lay it out like it's like a genie. But anytime you're on set or in public, you have to wear like a "Make America Great Again" hat.
But I have my.
Yeah, everything you've ever wanted.
I mean, yeah, fuck.
But like
I
you're
mean,
also,
the reason you don't. wear-
but like you're also getting like a lot of hate, and it's like getting to a point where like people are starting to be like, maybe we shouldn't hire this dude.
Yeah, but I'm like.
Kanye still got jobs. Well, not now. But back then, he was still with Yeezy and Adidas. I don't.
But in my life, I could still like give to Planned Parenthood and like donate. I could still be
but
a good
when
person.
When you show up to Planned Parenthood and you're paying them, you have to be wearing the hat though.
So basically, I can still be a good person. I'm getting paid millions and millions of dollars because I have and I just like people on social media.
But a lot of people that don't know you hate you.
But I get to make.
Yeah.
I get to make movies and because it's my dream directing career. So in reality, there would be like a lot of actors who wouldn't work with you if you always. But like if it's dream directing career, I'm still like working with like Lou Besky, and Joaquin Phoenix, and your
Harvey Weinstein. You do it.
I'll do it. So people hate me on social media.
More like a snapback. Wear it backwards. Look cool. Style it.
It's so real, but
would you do it? Would you? That's a good one. Would you do it?
I would.
I think I would do it. Yeah. Could I change the color?
No.
I would do it.
It's a rainbow, so people are like, "Wait, what does he stand for? What the hell is this atom bomb of a hat?"
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And I would look bad in it, but I'd be.
You could style it.
Yeah. You could
I'd be making.
Let's say you can change the style of hat, but it would still have to be red, and it would still have to say the lettering on it.
Well, that makes it easier.
Yeah.
It's like in Wingdings font.
It's such a terrible hat.
Yeah. Such a negative connotation to it too. It makes it even worse. But
That's Mary Kate. 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 That's Mary Kate.
Alrighty, so our podcast is called Imma Come Clean.
Okay.
You have an opportunity to come clean about something.
Oh man.
Yeah. Maybe you don't want to like maybe incriminate yourself or anything. You don't want to maybe get yourself canceled. That's kind of like the goal to not happen. So
I guess I would come clean in saying that like I'm a hygienic, sanitary person to some extent, and it's purely for appearances. Like I am a disgusting human being. I would eat stuff off a city street. I don't care. I don't care about germs. I don't care about anything. I'll lick a doorknob. I'll do anything. But like the reason I don't is because I know people would like judge me. So I've dropped food.
yeah,
And
let it go.
I'll be like, oh, can't eat that. But really,
In your head, you're like, I would have fucking destroyed that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that all you?
I'm the same exact way. I think I dropped some Skittles on the floor the other day. And somebody's like, oh, you got to throw them away. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So you pick them up, you pretend to go throw them away.
Yeah.
You fucking eat them. Like, I'm not going to fucking let those Skittles go to waste. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, that's so real.
I could do like Fear Factor type shit too.
No,
like
100%, yeah.
Like, I don't want to test this necessarily,
Yeah.
but if you had donkey balls right now, I might be like your first contestant.
Yeah.
Like,
Have
Well,
you
lucky
had?
for you?
Yeah. Do you know what balot is?
what's that?
It's like this Filipino dish. It's pretty much boiled duck egg. It's like the fetus is in there.
Oh,
It's really good.
yeah. I would.
When I see you again, I'm gonna bring you one. It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I agree with that, but I also feel like I don't want to taste anything that like necessarily tastes actually gross though. Like I wouldn't eat shit like just because I don't give a fuck because I'm pretty sure shit tastes gross.
Yeah, that is.
Like,
but if you told me it tastes good,
okay, yeah, then let's see
And,
what it's
like,
about. Like,
I think the main reason people on Fear Factor don't want to eat like testicles or whatever is because of like they know psychologically they're eating testicles. Like if it tasted like chicken,
yeah, I would be there. Yeah.
I'll
Go off.
yeah, forget about it.
Yeah, I respect that.
Give me your $50,000.
Yeah, I respect that.
A day.
Yeah.
But what is the grossest thing you have?
The grossest thing,
Like a burrito fell on the floor and you're like, yeah, or like one of those situations.
yeah, I think I was like drunk in Boston in college and like dropped a full slice of pizza on on the ground in the street outside of Emerson,
Mm-hmm.
and I like looked around to see if anybody saw, because that's all I care. I spent $3 on
So
that
real.
slice,
Yeah,
and yeah, fucking.
that's so real.
And then you hear from a distance, ew.
How does your girlfriend feel about stuff like that?
She knows I'm gross. I don't think she knows the extent. Because I police myself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. That's the confession is that it's like it's all appearances.
Yeah. Do you
Like, I
think
have
she's
a
gonna be
friend who's like
okay?
a germaphobe.
Yeah.
And it's like the opposite.
yeah.
Where like he has to pretend.
Yeah.
That like it doesn't bother him that
Yeah.
like he's shaking your hand
Yeah.
and he saw you like doing
Yeah.
this before and
Yeah.
who gives a shit?
Yeah, literally. I think a lot of it is fake though, because it's kind of like if you were really a germaphobe, like you would literally not be able to live because everything is fucking dirty. Like people touch shit everywhere. Like
I don't. They're not doing it for. They're freaking out.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
they
but-
generally would.
but-
they would
but
like
I-
hurl at some of this stuff.
but what I'm saying is like they're freaking out. It's like it's on. Like it is them kind of being like over exaggerated a little bit because it's kind of like if you really felt that way, you wouldn't be able to live your life. Like you would be grossed out by everything. Like imagine if I was germaphobe. I don't know who sat on this couch.
yeah,
Like I don't know what you could have been having like sex here last night. I don't like that. You know what I mean? But it's just people just being dumb. Like if you're really bothered by it, like you would literally stay inside your house. Like that'd be it. Like, so I think a lot of it is like it's just mental shit.
All right. So it sounds like what you're saying is everybody else is faking it, and this isn't even a confession. I'm not.
No, because
I'm not even
I feel like
going-
a lot of people wouldn't actually confess it. Like a lot of people
Right.
are just so stuck in their head about it, like they think that like that would actually affect them, and it wouldn't. Like you know what I mean? Like yeah, yeah. It's got a little
I
deep.
go deep because I kind of made a parallel.
Yeah.
Same with the racists.
In what way?
In like, there was a basis. There was something there. There was you said like it's in your head.
Yeah.
You said like if you really cared,
hmm
you would be. I forgot what this is.
Okay.
I'm on an empty stomach. I drank that, and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Okay. I want to hear that though. You should.
I'm gonna watch this back,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna send an audio recording. Hey guys, this is what I meant.
Okay.
All right, guys. So I think what I was going for was like if you're really racist, like i.e., let's say you're scared of Puerto Ricans. If you're really that scared of Puerto Ricans, you'd probably just stay in your house all day and just never go to Los Angeles County, or you'd move somewhere really white or just non-Puerto Rican. I feel like Puerto Rican is actually kind of niche. How about let's say Mexican people. Let's say I'm terrified of Mexican people. But I feel like you don't hear people who are scared of Mexican people. It's usually okay. It's black people. It's black people. But if they were scared of black people, if they were like really that scared, they wouldn't be outside being racist. Actually, no. But I feel like if people are scared of black people, they would just stay. They'd stay away from them, but they wouldn't necessarily stay inside. Okay, I don't know what I was going for. I'm sorry. All right, here's back to the episode.
Save that. All right.
Well, I think, and I bet it solves racism.
I bet
think
it will.
It really does. Yeah.
We'll have figured it out.
I felt it. Like I felt like the peace come from that. So
Yeah, I really dropped the ball here, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then we'll take it to Burning Man.
yeah,
And
that's amazing.
Are you going to Burning Man soon?
no, my girlfriend like just hates the way I talk about it. Clearly,
I feel like
just
it's not
I'm
even
never-
that bad. Like I don't like I actually want to go because of like how you're
you
talking
should.
about it.
It's sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm there.
But it's a gifting economy.
Do famous people go?
I'm pretty sure.
Like,
yeah.
but like, are they like treated like famous people, or they're like, oh, that's just a bro selling granola
is
bars
Johnny.
or giving granola bars?
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
if
just
like
chill.
I don't know when we were there. I think it was like Sean Penn and Susan. Yeah, there's like a lot of. But then in theory, we're all equal on the planet, man.
That's cool.
That's
We gotta go, dude.
Yeah.
Next episode? Is it now? When's Burning Man?
I think it's like August, September.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
god
something
damn
like
it.
that.
But damn.
We can make our own Burning Man.
Yeah. Can we use your backyard?
Just burn this living room. Before we close out, I just got another directing thing. All right, would you direct like this would put you on the map, like everybody, your household name after this. You direct a romance. It's the most beautiful love story,
Okay.
but it's with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, like they're both starring in it.
Oh wow.
and like it's toxic as fuck, like on set.
Like it might just be a documentary.
Yeah,
But
but it puts you on the map. But it's like it's the most torturous like time on set.
is
ever.
it a good?
The story's phenomenal, and like they're great actors.
And they're good in it.
Yeah,
Like,
so like the second the camera's rolling, like they switch, like they're on it, like their chemistry's beautiful. But the second you call cut, it's just fucking, it's all bad.
I've had some like life is too short
Mm-hmm.
experiences where you want to be with like good people,
Yeah,
making good shit, but if it's really great,
yeah, the story's phenomenal, Oscar worthy.
I don't know. I'm on the fence on it.
Okay, well you can get back to us and we'll post your.
Okay.
Hey guys, Tony here. Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you.
Thank you for
say
hopping.
thank you for coming out, but you actually invited us to your place. So
Yeah. This is so
thank you
cool.
for driving all the way here, and
So cool.
I'm impressed with the way you guys, set it all up.
Yeah.
This is it probably won't be the last time you do something like this, right?
Nope.
Take the show on the road.
Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow.
You say you're impressed. Were you not expecting much of us?
No,
We're all filming in vertical.
I've done podcasts. A lot of them you just do like Zoom,
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
and you guys got
we got the whole setup.
We got an intern. Give it for Drew. There's no camera on it. Got an intern.
fuck yeah, Drew.
It kind of looks like Lil Dicky.
Honestly, he does. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that, but I didn't know how you
Little-
felt about
Little Jack Harlow.
that. Yeah,
It's the littlest sticky.
Yeah.
You need a stand-in? We got you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Great
plugs?
conversation.
Anything you want to plug?
I'm a Come Clean podcast.
So real.
Keep listening.
No one's ever done
Spread the word.
Thank you.
It is cool. I'm impressed with you guys. You're, I don't know. When I was fresh out of film school, I don't think we had this much like direction for something like this.
Yeah.
It's cool. You guys are, it would be easy to just get a couple of mics and
Yeah.
do a podcast like everybody else, but you're branding, you're doing all this shit. I think it's cool.
Thank you so
man.
much. We got you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate.
Love on my rap on my way. Love on my way. Yeah. Touch on my rap on my love on my rap on my. Why do you want my dick? All up inside your lips. Wanna just grab this shit.
That's Mary Kate.
What's that mean?
It's just a theme song.